It's Wednesday, October 15th, 2025, and I'm Dave Sobel. 4 things to know today. Forrester says the AI hype wave is cresting as CFOs push back on unproven ROI. G2 counters with data showing AI agents delivering real results. Anthropic warns that poisoning large language models may be easier than anyone thought. And Apple and Intel ignite a new chip race that brings AI to the edge. Here's why governance, security, and readiness now define your next move. This is the business of tech. Forrester has released its predictions for artificial intelligence and technology leadership in 2026, indicating a shift from hype to practical applications. The report highlights that enterprises are expected to delay 25% of their artificial intelligence spending until 2027, as many companies struggle to connect AI investments to profitability. A senior director at Forrester noted that the complexities of AI governance will lead 60% of Fortune 100 companies to appoint a head of AI governance by next year to navigate regulatory challenges. A recent report from G2 challenges the narrative from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, saying that nearly 60% of companies have successfully deployed artificial intelligence agents, with a failure rate of less than 2%. According to the G2 2025 AI Agents Insight Report, 83% of businesses are satisfied with the performance of these agents, and organizations are investing over $1 million annually, with nearly 90% planning to increase that investment in the coming year. Tim Sanders, head of research at G2, emphasized that AI agents are proving to be more effective than previously thought, with many companies reporting significant cost savings and faster workflows. The report highlights that the leading applications for AI agents are in customer service, business intelligence, and software development, with a notable trend of organizations adopting hybrid strategies that combine both in-house and ready-made solutions. A recent study by Atlassian reveals a paradox in the adoption of artificial intelligence across organizations. Despite a significant increase in individual usage, where daily engagement with AI tools has doubled and the number of users deeming AI as useless has dropped by 78%, 96% of businesses report no substantial improvements in efficiency, innovation, or work quality. The survey, which included responses from 12,000 knowledge workers and 180 executives from Fortune 1000 companies, highlights that only 3% of executives see AI as having driven transformational change in their organizations. Executives express that teams continue to operate similarly, but with extra bells and whistles, indicating a disconnect between expected benefits and actual outcomes. Recent research from Anthropic reveals that poisoning large language models may be easier than previously believed, requiring as few as 250 specifically crafted documents to disrupt their functionality. Collaborating with the UK AI Security Institute and the Alan Turing Institute, the study demonstrated that this minimal number of malicious documents could significantly compromise generative AI models, including Llama 3.1 and GPT 3.5 Turbo, regardless of their size. The researchers found that once the threshold of 250 malicious documents was reached, the models consistently outputted gibberish whenever prompted with a specific trigger phrase, indicating a successful poisoning attack. This alarming finding suggests that just 0.00016% of a model's total training data could render it vulnerable. Why do we care? So Forrester's calling it the AI hype wave's cresting. They think a quarter of enterprise AI spend gets kicked down the road to 2027 because companies still can't prove the ROI. Translation: the CFOs are winning the AI debate, and it's about time someone asked, what's this actually doing for the business? They also expected 60% of Fortune 100s to hire heads of AI governance. That's the new compliance officer with a fancier title. It's less about innovation, more about not getting sued. Meanwhile, G2's saying AI agents are killing it. 60% deployed, 2% failure, huge satisfaction. But that's likely the happy crowd, people already invested in AI tools. Atlassian's research tells a different story. Everyone's using AI and nothing's really changing. More tools, same output. A very different picture than the MIT study that's been kicked around. Then Anthropic drops a bomb. Just 250 poison documents can corrupt a large language model. That's terrifying. If you're using public or partner data, your AI system might already be vulnerable. This is where MSPs and IT providers can step in, not as AI developers, but as AI enablers. Help clients set up governance, secure data pipelines, and actually measure results. AI's not magic. It's just another system to manage, govern, and make accountable. Whoever nails that wins. MSPs have got a win-win deal for you. Auvik is running an offer right now. Spin up a trial of their network monitoring platform, and they'll send you a Ubiquiti switch free straight to your door. Here's why it matters. Auvik is cloud-based network monitoring trusted by over 80,000 MSPs and IT professionals. You deploy their collector, and in minutes, you'll map out an entire client network. You see live topology, traffic spikes, rogue devices sneaking in, and you even get automated config backups. That's the kind of visibility that saves you hours of troubleshooting and lets you impress clients with answers instead of excuses. And yeah, you're adding real gear to your stack at no cost. Catch? This incentive ends October 31st. So jump on it now at try.auvik.com/Dave-switch. I did say chips are getting interesting. Apple announced the launch of the M5 chip, which promises to deliver a significant leap in AI performance for its silicon products. The M5 chip features a next-generation 10-core graphics processing unit with a dedicated neural accelerator in each core, enabling more than 4 times the peak graphics compute performance compared to its predecessor, the M4. Additionally, the M5 chip is built using advanced 3nm technology and includes a powerful 16-core neural engine, providing up to 15% faster multi-threaded performance over the M4. Apple's Senior Vice President of Hardware Technologies emphasized that the M5 chip not only boosts AI workloads, but also enhances graphics performance with a 30% increase in speed compared to the M4. The new chip will be available in Apple's latest devices announced today, including the 14-inch MacBook Pro and iPad Pro, both of which are available for pre-order starting today. And Intel has unveiled its latest chip, Panther Lake, which is poised to be a significant development in the company's efforts to compete with rivals such as Apple, AMD, and Qualcomm. Scheduled for release in late 2025 and early 2026, Panther Lake will be Intel's first chip built on its 18A process and is designed to enhance battery life, performance, and gaming graphics. The Panther Lake series will offer various models, including 8-core and 16-core processors, featuring new graphics technology with up to 12 integrated graphics cores. Intel claims these new chips will deliver 40% lower power consumption with comparable single-threaded performance and 50% more multi-threaded performance over its predecessor, Lunar Lake. The chips will also include advanced features such as an intelligent bias control system for gaming and a new neural processing unit for enhanced artificial intelligence tasks. Why do we care? Well, I did tell you chips were getting interesting. Apple just dropped the M5 and it's a beast. Neural accelerators in every GPU core, a 16-core neural engine, and 4 times the graphics power of the M4. Translation: they're not building faster laptops, they're building edge AI machines. And Intel's not sitting still either. The new Panther Lake chips due next year will use their 18A process, supposedly 40% more efficient and 50% faster in multi-threaded workloads. They're even tossing in an NPU and some clever gaming optimizations. It's all bold claims. We'll see if they deliver. So here's the story. AI is moving off the cloud and into the device. Apple, Intel, Qualcomm, they're all baking AI right into the silicon. That's going to matter for providers because endpoint management just got more complicated. You'll need to know which machines can run local AI, which models they can handle, and how to secure those NPUs. It's the next refresh cycle. Clients won't just buy new devices for speed, they'll buy for AI compatibility. The smart move for providers is to build AI readiness assessments, refresh your plans, and governance services around all of it. The AI race isn't just in the data center, it's in your client's laptop bag. GoTo has announced a new suite of features for its LogMe and Resolve solution aimed at managed service providers, enhancing unified endpoint management capabilities. This update offers improved remote access, customizable reporting, dynamic group policies, and brandable remote sessions, all designed to streamline operations and enhance client relationships. The global market for managed service software is projected to exceed $34 billion by 2023, driven by the increasing need for remote monitoring and management solutions. Gradient MSP has launched MSP Studio Plus, a marketing solution designed specifically for MSPs. The service allows providers to access professionally designed marketing content that can be rebranded with their logos and scheduled for social media posting in under 12 seconds. The service builds upon the success of the free MSP Studio, which has attracted over 1,500 active members since its launch earlier this year. MSP Studio Plus offers features such as easy rebranding, social media integration, and the ability to schedule a week's worth of content in just 5 minutes. Pricing starts at $199 per month for a 1-year membership, with an additional prestige plan available for MSPs seeking a fully managed marketing experience. LevelBlue has announced its acquisition of Cybereason, a Boston-based cybersecurity firm known for its extended detection and response platforms and digital forensics capabilities. The move aims to enhance LevelBlue's managed detection and response offerings by integrating Cybereason's technology, providing clients with a more comprehensive cybersecurity solution. Cybereason, which once reached a valuation of $3.1 billion following a funding round in 2021, has faced significant challenges, including layoffs and a scrapped IPO due to economic downturns and overexpansion. Why do we care? 3 moves showing where the MSP ecosystem's heading. Refinement, not reinvention. First, GoTo's beefing up LogMe and Resolve. Better reports, dynamic policies, and even brandable sessions. It's not flashy, but it's the kind of polish that helps providers look professional to clients, and that does matter. Then there's Gradient MSP. They've rolled out MSP Studio Plus, which is basically marketing in a box for MSPs. You grab content, slap your logo on it, and schedule a week's worth of posts in 5 minutes. $199 a month, it's selling time, not just templates. Now, just remember, if every MSP uses the same stuff, you all sound the same. Add your own flavor. And LevelBlue, they just bought Cybereason. Remember them? The $3 billion cybersecurity unicorn that couldn't make the IPO work. This gives LevelBlue real depth in detection and response, if they can pull off the integration. So this is all the next stage of the MSP market. Vendors aren't chasing hype, they're solving operational problems. Better management, easier marketing, tighter security. The play is to use these refinements to run smoother, look sharper, and deliver clearer outcomes. The providers who turn vendor updates into client wins, well, they're the ones who stay ahead. Windows 10 may be end of support, but Microsoft went out with a bang. The company has released its final update for Windows 10, delivering a record 173 security patches as part of the October Patch Tuesday. Among these, 9 patches are rated as critical, with 6 addressing zero-day vulnerabilities that have already been exploited in the wild. The update marks the end of a decade of support for Windows 10, with all new features now reserved for Windows 11. The latest patches cover critical components such as the Windows kernel, Remote Desktop Protocol, and Microsoft Exchange Server. Notably, Microsoft had to remove a built-in driver to mitigate an active exploitation risk. As organizations transition to Windows 11, Microsoft continues to emphasize the importance of upgrading to the latest OS to enhance security and functionality. And while on Windows security, Microsoft has taken significant measures to enhance the security of the Internet Explorer mode in its Edge browser, following reports of hackers exploiting the legacy feature to gain unauthorized access to users' devices. According to the Microsoft Browser Vulnerability Research Team, attackers utilize social engineering techniques alongside unpatched exploits in Internet Explorer's JavaScript engine to execute their attacks. The compromised process involved tricking users into visiting seemingly legitimate websites, where they were instructed to reload the page in Internet Explorer mode. Once activated, the attackers could leverage a vulnerability in the JavaScript engine to execute remote code and escalate their privileges, ultimately gaining complete control over the victim's device. In response, Microsoft has removed easy access to the Internet Explorer mode, requiring users to enable it manually through browser settings, thereby creating a significant barrier for potential attackers. Why do we care? That's not just a Patch Tuesday, that's a patch apocalypse. They even had to yank out a built-in driver mid-update because attackers were using it. And while we're talking about legacy pain, Microsoft had to lock down IE mode in Edge. Hackers were tricking users into flipping on IE mode, then using a JavaScript exploit to take over machines. Now, if you actually need IE mode, you have to dig through settings to enable it manually. The takeaway is all simple. Legacy equals liability. Microsoft's final patch was your warning shot, and it's time to move. This episode is brought to you by Control Map. Growing MSPs are using Control Map to build recurring revenue by expanding their GRC services. Starting now, Control Map is offering a free plan for MSPs looking to get started with providing compliance as a service. Create a free account and run an assessment. Track key items like policies, risks, and evidence in one place. It's a practical way to prove value to a client before deciding to expand your compliance offering. Try Control Map for free today. Visit scalepad.com/Dave to get started. That's scalepad.com/Dave. Thanks for listening. Today, National Expense Report Day. Really, do your expense report. Business of Tech Plus subscribers are getting a story about ChatGPT and erotica. Grab it in the dynamic ad-free podcast feed available by signing up at businessof.tech/plus. Want more from the Business of Tech? Join Business of Tech Plus for ad-free episodes, early interviews, extended cuts, subscriber-only shows, and exclusive member perks and analysis. Sign up at businessof.tech/plus. And follow this show in your podcast app, and if you're on YouTube, hit subscribe and the bell so you never miss a story. Reviews and comments help spread the word too. Interested in advertising? Head to mspradio.com/engage. The Business of Tech is written and produced by me, Dave Sobel, under ethics guidelines posted at businessof.tech. Thanks for listening. I'll see you on the next episode.
Part of the MSP Radio Network.